Just great timing over this past weekend to have our coolest day of July so far line up on a weekend day, especially on Saturday. Hopefully you're out enjoying some of that. Our high temperatures only in the upper 70s for us in Lincoln. Sunday, closer to normal. High temperatures were in the upper 80s. And as you look elsewhere across the state from yesterday, 80s were pretty common here in eastern Nebraska, but then toward the 90s once you got toward a line from Valentine, Thedford, North Platte, McCook, west, and hotter into the Panhandle. Those temperatures are going to spread west throughout the day today, so we are going to be really hot out of the gates throughout this week. The moisture and really the humidity isn't going to be quite replenished for the day today, so it could be worse, especially with corn sweat about to hit the peak for the season. Lincoln, North 48th and Cornhusker Highway, the sunshine not quite there, but we're getting a little more glow to the sky. You may have noticed some more smoke and haze in the atmosphere. Did have a little bit more of that brought down, but only in the upper levels, so we haven't felt too much of that at the surface. But temperatures as we're waking up Monday, upper 60s. In fact, 69 degrees. Omaha, Lincoln, Columbus, Norfolk this morning, also toward McCook. Some lower temperatures though out in western Nebraska. Thedford down to 58 degrees this morning, and this is what I mean by the moisture not quite replenished. We've got dew points in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Very tolerable for this time of the year in the morning time frame. Winds are less than 10 miles per hour, if not calm, for many airport locations across the state. Mostly clear skies as you look at satellite and radar. That will be the case throughout the day today. A lot of sunshine for us in store across the state, but there will be a few isolated thunderstorms way out west to the northwest corner of the state by this evening, and maybe a storm or two trying to pulse up to be severe, but the coverage really isn't going to last long. Those are going to die out as we go into tonight, and they're likely not to escape the Panhandle. But the risk for severe weather, just a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk, mainly for any wind to come with some of those storms. Really, the rest of us in southeast Nebraska looking at a hot day nearing almost the middle 90s, 95, likely toward Beatrice, Fairbury this afternoon with a south wind around 5 to 15 miles per hour. The heat index forecast could be worse, a few degrees hotter, but again, that dew point I think only creeping toward the lower, middle, and maybe upper 60s today, not quite the 70s like we've seen late. Another day of sunshine tomorrow, pretty similar day too in the lower and almost middle 90s before we have storm chances starting back up late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Again, Wednesday night, I think into Thursday, but look at those temperatures dropping down. I've got another day in the forecast in the upper 70s by the end of this week.